All the noises. Not goodbye. Hello, in fact. Go away, Rick. Welcome to Impossible. It's slightly impossible. I am Ashton Bash, and yes, this is Impossible. The game with the third dimension. Good evening. Yes, we minus one from the start. Yeah, I just ended up playing the outro sting by accident. Oh well. Let's say hello to everyone in chat first. Hello there, Cookie Monkey, who was first in, and Catchy Head, and then it was Toshi. Impossible. Well, you've been gifted a sub from Connor. Very generous from you, Connor. Welcome back to the Bashers. Random Zombie. Hello there, Shadow Main. Hello. How goes it? Yeah, today's been a bit of a. It's been a day. Nothing special. Nothing amazing. It's been nice seeing stuff from Ben earlier. He's clearly found some resources online to do some Who Wants to Be a Millionaire for Twitch, so that might happen in the future over on his stream. And Sam's still with a 5-month.
Exclamation mark eats to THS.
The text-to-speech did not understand how the hell to parse those extra exclamation marks, but let's do this. Thank you very much for the 5-month resub, Samster. Greatly appreciated. Hello there to Sean. Hello to Clive. Yes, it does indeed slap. Remix, welcome. Raw Justice, welcome. Knowledge of Numbers. Hello there, Danny Boy. What are you like, Danny Boy? You need to get yourself some sleep, you know. Welcome, Shimoko, Walex, Coca-Cola. Who else to say hello to? Cetra and Line TK. Let's scroll down a bit further. Samster, I've now said hello to you. Tipster, thank you for the host there. Thank you for the host as well, Shanamain. Thank you for the 100 bits, Walex, as well. Greatly appreciated. This is not a format I'm confident for, you say, Ben. Well, it's just 3 possible answers. Just one of them is impossible and can knock you out of the game entirely. That's all. There's nothing to worry about, clearly. Hello, 8Minky. Professor Renderer, and anybody else I've not said hello to. Cetron, I think I said hello to. Loopy1, I'm sure I've said hello to you as well. That's exactly what you were going for. The pronunciation was exclamation mark let's do the exclamation mark S. Never been a contestant on this game, but you know the rules. Yeah, it's fairly simple. It's just multiple choice answers. One's correct, one's wrong, and one's really wrong, that we call an impossible answer. Avoid the impossible answers at all costs. That's basically it. Welcome to Catnip as well. And Oshi. Hello there, Oshi, as well. Still less chance to get knocked out than Wipeout, I guess so. All right, let's open up the lobby then. If you would like to play Impossible, the room code to enter in is MXFG into chat. And I think this is supposed to get profile pictures, but they're not appearing, which is a little irritating. Because they do appear in the main game window. Let's just hope that works later. We'll find out. And a Brig Bother is also appearing in chat. Welcome, Brig. More than welcome. So, if you're familiar with the original game show of Impossible, you'll know that has 3 rounds of 5 questions, and then interspersed with those is like a solo round to find the 3 that go through to the sort of the semi-final of the episode. And then they have a round to find the finalist, and then they do the £10,000 question. What I've got is basically just a distilled version of the first round, and we just keep repeating ad infinitum until one person remains or until everybody dies. Basically, it's the Battle Royale version of Impossible. Scorecout's got you there, Toad Boy. So yeah, it's the Battle Royale version. So after every so many questions, there'll be like a checkpoint value of points that you have to get to stay in the game. If you don't have enough points, then that's basically the equivalent of you being engulfed by the boundary, the circle that's ever enclosing. And as always, you must avoid the impossible answers. If you give an impossible answer at any point, or if you fail to answer in the given time, you'll get an impossible to your name, and that means you are out of the game. You can continue answering for XP after you get eliminated, but you will no longer be in the runnings to take the top prize. of I don't know what the prize is actually. So yeah, always avoid the exclamation marks at all costs. So yeah, that's the basic breakdown of this game. Whiskers has decided to jump up on here. Why Whiskers? Why do you keep jumping up here? Hello, Whiskers. How are you? Nightbot, I believe I need to sub Nightbot because it doesn't have access to the emotes. Gift a tier 1 sub. Yes. Why can I not do that properly? Why is this window too small? Window, why you be so small? I need to gift you a sub, Nightbot. Gift subscription. Yes, with PayPal. That's the one. Avti. Welcome, Avti. Need to gift. There we go. There's the gifted sub to Nightbot there. So now Nightbot can do all the correct emoji things. Get rid of that. Close that. Thank you for all of the notifications, phone, as well. We've got quite a few contestants as well for this game. I'm hoping if we have enough time that we'll be able to do 2 games of this. So if you do get eliminated early on in this game, then stick around and you'll be able to play the next one. But it is sort of dependent on the number of questions we have to play with, because impossible questions are hard to write. They're not impossible to write, but they are certainly very difficult, because you have to be able to find a good way of writing a question that both has a correct answer, wrong answer, and also has an impossible answer to it. It's a bit of a dark art, actually, to write them well and to make them, flow. Yeah, I think that's about right, Catnip, from what I saw. That we have got about 60 to use. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we have about 30 to play with for each game. That works out for me. That's sort of the baseline value I'm looking at, is something like 30. And we've got a raid over from Egg Fried Cheese. Welcome, Egg Fried Cheese Raiders. Welcome to Impossible, the game show with an added third dimension, and that third dimension is impossible answers, which you must avoid. How was your stream earlier, Egg? How was your stream? You starting to get used to your chroma keying now? Because that's what you were posting there earlier, I think, is getting your chroma key set up. They're all good now. Got a win. Nice. Always good to hear. Wins are always good. Alright. We will start in a minute's time. So if you need to get yourself a drink, do so. We'll start in a minute's time. Egg is accusing him infected him with a roguelike bug. I mean, roguelike's always good. So, yeah. You submitted an impossible question a few days ago, did you, Toad Boy? They are really hard to write, yeah. It's a bit of a difficult, like I say, it's almost a dark art to write them well. And that's a lot of, that's the case for a lot of kind of good quiz shows and good game shows, is that the questions is what really makes them pop. And there's different ways of writing questions for different shows as well. Like 15 to 1 thrives on there being a very good, balanced set of questions that are, they're very matter of fact, they're very easy to understand the question. It's just like, it's a binary, you know it or you don't. And maybe there's some logic behind it, possibly you could work it out. But it's very matter of fact, there's no problem about it. And then this one is just, you have to have that third dimensional thinking to have the forethought of writing the question in such a way that you could trip people up with the impossible answer but still be able to give them the correct answer with it. The other one, and then there's other really subtle ones, like if everyone's ever noticed the general knowledge round on the Krypton factor at the end of each game, how each question, the answer is sort of the starting point of the next question in a sort of tenuous way. If you ever noticed that, I don't know if you haven't, but if you've not noticed it, go and watch an episode and you'll know what I mean. I find that really cool that there's like a little link between each question as you go on. So it's like, oh, I can almost half guess what we might be talking about on the next question. Okay, well, that's the minute I said there would be. So, if you are all ready, let's start this first game off. Good luck, everybody. And we have empty platforms. Clearly, the Twitch integration stuff has broken. It has broken because we do not have any avatars. Oh well. Yeah, it's a bit of a... I wonder why it's so broken. Do I want to just start the lobby up again quickly to see if it wakes up? It might have just had a moment. Yeah, I think it's just had a moment, so yeah, everyone's being socially distant. Let me just restart it up quickly. Let's see if the lobby works this time round. I mean, yeah, it's the thing. So, open the lobby. New code is WJHB, if you want to join that. I just want to see if people get joined. Still not appearing with any profile pics. Interesting. Why is that? We had this problem with Wipeout, didn't we? This happened with Wipeout last week, but I was like, I wasn't so concerned by that because the leaderboard doesn't need them. So, yeah, the lobby should have pictures, I believe. There should be, as you can see, there's a space here on the left-hand side of each name where there should be a picture overlaying. Well, that's a thing, isn't it? Wonder why that's all kind of failed all of a sudden. Oh. Was this me being stupid in... No, because it doesn't use that. It uses the OAuth for the chat. Right, hang on. I need to go to my dev account quickly. Need to go to my dev dashboard quickly to see what I've done, because I may have reset the client token by accident. May have done that at one point or another. Let me have a look. Applications. Manage. Right, have a look at the quiz common dev Twitch setup. So this guy. These. Okay, so that's still that. But the OAuth is separate. Oh, well, that's the same as that, so there's no problem there. Okay, well, I'm not going to debug it any more than that. We're just going to get straight into the game. It's not too much of a problem. It's easy, obviously, to see where you are when you've got profile pictures. So I think we'll just have to keep going with it. And was there an API change? I don't think so. But at least all the Twitch, at least the Twitch chat integration is working, which is the critical part. So as long as that's functional, then I think we're all good. So we're just going to press on. Whiskers, there's no food over there for you, so we're just going to put you down here. Okay, there we go. So we're just going to press on. It's just not going to look as fancy as it normally does, and I'll have to look into it at some point. All right, let's play this thing again. There you all are, with 5 blank slots at the end just to make it an even number of members per row. How do you submit answers? Very simple, Rubik's. You just put it into public chat, A, B, or C, or even whisper to the bot, QuizBot3000, A, B, or C. Either of those will work, as long as you do it within the time that I allow you to do so. So yeah, anything like that score count is currently demonstrating into chat will work. Very simple. Not all together, but certainly one of those 3 at a time. And whatever you say first is taken as your answer. So, if you're all ready, good luck. Here is your first question. Which professional NBA athlete is nicknamed the Greek Freak and was the regular season MVP for the 2018 to 2019 NBA season? Was it A, Band Kong Su, B. Svetoslav Mikhailik, or C. Giannis Antetokounmpo? Well, good luck to you on this first question to start with. That's hideous, that starting question. Okay, well, everyone is in. As you can see here, here is the sort of the circle bar thing. So, first phase is 5 questions, and by the end of question 5, you need to have 3 points or more to advance through. Of course, you still have to avoid impossible answers at all costs. Okay, let's see where you've all answered. Ooh, interesting. Majority going with C's. We do have tipster on B, not a jumble of numbers on A, so there is at least one giving an impossible answer. The question is, do we have many impossible answers with C, or do we have just one on tipster or one on not a jumble of numbers? Well, the correct... when does the answer time open? As soon as the answers appear, Catnip. As soon as the first answer appears, you can start answering. Correct answer to reveal is... It is C, Giannis Antetokounmpo. How the hell you pronounce that? The impossible answer is... It's A, Dam Kong Su. Not jumble numbers, you've been eliminated. Su is a defensive tackle for the National Football League. Oh, pronunciation guide comes up in my extra window afterwards. You say Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Svetoslav Mikhailik and Ein Dam Ukain So. There you go. Giannis is also known as the alphabet. Svetoslav is the Ukraine maker, and Indamu Kane was born in Portland, Oregon, and is nicknamed Chief. There we go. So points to all the C's. Unfortunately, not jumble numbers. You've been eliminated on the first question, and tipster, you've yet to score, but you still have 4 questions to get to 3 to advance 3. Question number 2 is: which reporter on the One Show is a former European Monopoly champion? It's an interesting fact. Answers are A. Alan Partridge, B. Giles Brandreth, or C. John Sargent. Which reporter on the One Show is a former European Monopoly champion? Need an answer, Rubik's, and not jumble numbers. You don't have to answer not jumble numbers, but you can still answer if you want to, even if you are eliminated. Rubik's, gotta press you. There we go. I actually have control over the timer on this one, so I'm being, I could be forgiving if I want to. So, let's reveal what you've gone with. We do have all 3 answers accounted for, so we'll be seeing some eliminations again. Rubik's went with A. Catnip and also Quintuple 9 went with C. Majority going with B. The correct answer is... It is B, Giles Brandreth, and points to all the B's. The impossible answer is... I'm afraid it's A, Alan Partridge. Partridge is a character played by Steve Coogan and is not a reporter on the One Show. Yet. That's an add on the end. Unlucky Rubik's, you've been eliminated, but you can still continue playing on for some XP, even though you are eliminated. Let's see. So, again, majority on 2. Also, Quintuple 9 on 1, now tied with Tipster on 1. Samster also on 1. Catnip on 1 as well. Still plenty of time to get to that target of 3. And here is question number 3. Which U2 albums, or album I guess is that the singular, which U2 album was gifted for free to everyone's Apple account in 2014? Which U2 album was gifted for free to everyone's Apple account in 2014? A. Songs of Experience, B. Songs of Innocence, C. Songs of Freedom. And that that album is still in my music collection to this day, despite not even using an Apple device anymore. I used to have an iPod Touch, but I don't anymore. Danny Boy, need an answer. There we go. Let's see what you've played. Majority go with B. We do have Super C's from Raw Justice and Brig Bother. Not a jumble numbers eliminated on an A. Correct answer is... It is B, Songs of Innocence. Points to the B's. Now, Raw Justice and Brig Bother avoided the impossible answer. The impossible answer is... No! They have hit on the impossible answer of Songs of Freedom. Songs of Freedom is a 4-disc box set containing music by Bob Marley and the Wailers. It's not a U2 album, I'm afraid. I'll be lucky for the game, but you think there could be a future add-on for the game where spectators can answer questions based on majority vote? Based on majority vote? Oh, you're thinking of like a Jackbox-esque style spectator thing, like an audience. I mean, what I could do in future is maybe allow you to join mid-game as a sort of eliminated player, just so you're playing along. But yeah, as an audience, it's a bit difficult. Like, maybe it's a thing. It's an idea, but yeah, we'll consider that at some point. Let's see the scores at the moment. So yeah, 3s and 2s on the board. Catnip, also Quintuple 9, and Tipster and Samster. Those are the only 4 players that have not made the target for this phase. Everyone else, you are safe through. Just keep avoiding those impossible answers. Question number 4. Which of these prime numbers is the 25th prime number? Is it A, 91, B, 89, C, 97? Which of these prime numbers is the 25th prime number? How good's your math? Jack Wilfred, Chalamet need an answer. Jack Wilfred need an answer. There we go. And all of the answers are accounted for, so we will be seeing some eliminations. The majority going with C97. The correct answer is... It is C97. Points to all the C's. And the impossible answer is... It is A91, which is not prime at all. It can be divided 13 and 7. Those are the 2 prime factors. And 89 happens to be the 24th prime number in this list. So Duplis, Kanoko, Raw Justice again, Drohuska, and Jack Wilfred, you have found the impossible answer and you are out. Remaining players, just Samster and Awesome Quintuple 9 yet to find the target. Got one more question to get there. And this is that last question, question number 5. Which presidential dog was a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel owned by Ronald Reagan? Is it A, Rex, B, Bo, or C, Socks? Last chance for points until we go through the threshold. So if you're sitting on 2, you do need to get this next one right. Just avoiding impossible is not good enough. Okay, let's see where you've played. Majority going with A's, although we do have a B and a C, so there will be an elimination. Lingo Maniac sitting on B, Matt the Ref sitting on C, everyone else sitting on an A. Correct answer is A, Rex. Points to the A's. Matt, have you avoided the impossible answer? Lingo Maniac, have you avoided the impossible answer? The impossible answer is... Matt the Ref, you are out. C, Socks is the impossible answer. Socks is a cat owned by Bill Clinton, not a dog. Bo was Obama's Portuguese water dog, though. And then, yes, Rex is the Ronald Reagan's Cavalier King Charles Spaniel. All 3 of these animals actually have their own Wikipedia pages, apparently. Poggers. So, at the end of the first phase, everyone that is still in has actually made it. So, we've got no eliminations at the end of the phase, at the very least. But we have said goodbye to Duplis, Matt the Ref, Drahuska, Kanoko, Raw Justice, Brig Brother, Jack Wilfred, Rubik's, and Not a Jumble of Numbers in that phase. Unlucky. Well, you can still continue playing, as I say, for XP, etc. And we go into the next phase. Question number 6. Which Peanuts character is often seen playing his toy piano? Is it A, Shiloh, B, Schroeder, or C, Shermie? No, at the end of question 10, you need to have 7 or more points to continue on. Still need answers from 3 people. Egg, need an answer. Shiloh. Okay, fair enough. Shiloh. So we've all played majority with a B. Score count on a C. So no A's. Okay. Let's see. Impossible answer is... Oh, sorry. Jack Wilford of the eliminated players did go with A. Shiloh. No one named Shiloh ever met Charlie Brown, as far as historians can tell. Correct answer is B. Schroeder. Points to the B's. Whispers should work, I believe. Yes. So points to all the B's. So let's see where we're at. Samster also with some nice still on the chase at the moment to get to 7. Everyone else is on 5 or 6 from looks of things. So yeah, I think that's all we need to talk about. Question number 7. What national sport of Canada did twin brothers Gary and Paul Gate play professionally? A. Ice hockey. B. Curling. C. Lacrosse. Need an answer from Car 7th, please. Thank you. Let's see who you've played. Oh, smattering of answers. Oh, in fact, I don't know if I see a clear majority. We have many A's, many B's, and many C's, so this is going to be a bit of a wipeout on this question. At the least, I can reveal what the correct answer is and put some people out of put them at ease, give them some relief. The correct answer is C. Lacrosse. Points to the 13 that got C correct. The impossible answer is... it's B. Curling. 1994's National Sports of Canada Act made lacrosse the national summer sport and ice hockey the national winter sport of the country. Curling is neither. Curling is not a national sport of Canada. Gary and Paul Gate were both inducted into the Canadian Lacrosse Hall of Fame in 2014. It's an impossible massacre. Indeed it is, Brig. How many got eliminated there? Too many. Lupin 1, Danny Boy, Cetra, Nata, Stormvision, Shadowmane, Toshi, Asset, Avti, Volkov, Lion, TK, Kanoko. All of those gave the impossible answer and are out. So that's where we're currently standing now. So Lingo Maniac, Samster, and Awesome Quintuple 9 currently sitting on 5 points. There are 3 questions left in this phase, so 2 out of 3 needed to be correct to continue on. Connor, Cast 7th, Shimoko, and Egg. You're all safe, you're already on 7, you just need to keep avoiding those impossible answers. You feel better now that more are out, Ben. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, question number 8. What is the most prevalent element in the compound called laughing gas? Is it A, oxygen, B, helium, C, nitrogen? What is the most prevalent element in the compound called laughing gas? Need an answer from Oshi. There we go. Let's see where you've played. Again, we have a mixture of answers. We have 2 on an A, 2 on a B, and then everyone else that's still in on a C. So there's going to be at least 2 players eliminated on this question. Correct answer is C, nitrogen. Points to the C's. And the impossible answer is B, helium. I'm afraid laughing gas consists of nitrous oxide, N2O. So nitrogen and oxygen, nitrogen in 2 parts, oxygen in 1 part. Helium is not present in laughing gas. Unlucky there. So Jahuska, Kanoko, Shadowmane, Oshi, Toshi, Volkov, and Cookie all finding that impossible answer. Unlucky. It is N2O Egg, yes. Team Spoon is out. Let's see the scores now. Samster and Awesome Quintuple 9 you're now 1 away from the threshold. And Colo, you're 1 away. Lingo, you're in a bit more dangerous territory. You are 2 away from the threshold, and there's only 2 questions left in this phase. So your next 2 questions must be correct. It's not good enough to avoid the impossible answer. You must get it correct as well. Question number 9. Which movie in the Naked Gun franchise is subtitled The Smell of Fear? Is it A, The Naked Gun 2.5, B, The Naked Gun 33 1/3, or is it C, The Naked Gun 9 3/4? The Masters, we need an answer. The Masters? Thank you. I'm hoping everyone can see what the impossible answer is on the board here. Let's see where you've all played. I've got A's and B's. Interestingly, Kanoko and Big Mother in the eliminated players going with C, the Naked Gun 9 3/4. It's not the Naked Gun square root of 1764, no. I'm going to reveal in reverse order. Impossible answer is... It is C, Naked Gun 9 3/4, obviously inspired by Platform 9 3/4 from Harry Potter, but not a real Naked Gun film. The correct answer is A, Naked Gun 2.5. 2.5 was correct. Points to all the A's. Lingo getting that crucial question right. Still 1 away from the threshold. Colo, you are also 1 away from the threshold. You have to get this one right as well. Question number 10, last one of threshold number 2, phase 2 should I say, is... Which Weezer album was their debut studio album featuring the singles Buddy Holly and Say It Ain't So? Is it A, Weezer Blue Album, B, Weezer Yellow Album, or C, Weezer Green Album? Bocky Ralboa saying this is a great question. Everyone that's still in is in now, and you have played. We have a mixture of answers. Catnip's the only surviving player with B. Keshi and 8 Minky have gone with C, and then everyone else that's surviving on A. Correct answer is A, Weezer Blue Album. Points to the A's. Lingo and Colo Cola getting their crucial question right. They will be through into the next phase. However, at least one person will be out. Oh, sorry, I didn't notice Clive at the top left has also gone with B, as Catnip has done. Sorry. So 2 players are definitely eliminated on this question. I did not notice you, Clive. Sorry. The impossible answer is... Oh, it is B, Weezer Yellow Album. Weezer's never released an album subtitled Yellow Album. Has been a green album, and obviously there has been a blue album, but not a yellow album. So Clive and Catnip getting eliminated on that question, I'm afraid. Unlucky at the end of phase number 2. At the end of phase number 2 there, Lingo, Cola and 8 Minky scraping through there with the target. Samster, Keshi Head, Dogfish, the Masters, and also Quintuple 9 on 8. Random Zombie and Tipstan score count on 9. And our top scorers at the moment, Egg, Connor, Car 7th, and Shimoko with a perfect 10 score. Didn't know the answer, but you knew Green Album was a thing. Just getting by with that. Ah, okay, fair enough. Okay, we now go into phase 3. Question number 11. Which of Jacob Rees-Mogg's children is the youngest? Is it A, Sixtus Dominic Boniface Christopher? B, Balthazar Winnipeg Enigmatic what? Or is it C, Alfred Wulfric Layson Pius? What are these names? What are these names, honestly? Well, everyone that's still in has answered. No, Sixtus has come up, Matt, but the other names haven't. Sixtus has. Let's see where you've answered. Majority with A. Also Quintuple 9, the only remaining player on C. Correct answer is A. Sixtus Dominic Boniface Christopher. Points to the A's. And the impossible answer is... This is a bastardization of the NATO alphabet. It really is, isn't it? Impossible answer is... It's B. Balthazar Winnipeg Enigmatic. What? It's just... No. He doesn't exist, but let's not give him ideas. And Sixtus was named as such because it was the 6th child. Ah, dear. Well, that's the scores after question 11. Target is 10 by the end of question 14. So, everyone is not on danger questions yet. So, let's keep going. Question number 12. In the video game Fire Emblem Three Houses, which Black Eagles member is leader of the Black Eagles house? So A. Edelgard. B. Hubert. Or is it C. Felix? What even is video games? The answer, Edelgard, Hubert, or Felix? Egg, Car 7th, we need an answer. Thank you. And... Ooh, mostly A's. 8 Mickey's the only remaining player to go with a B. And there are some C's in the eliminated players. How does everyone know this? I mean, I don't know, 8 Minky. I'm not familiar with the Fire Emblem series, so I'd have no clue. I can at least reveal that the correct answer is A. Edelgard, so points to the A's. What even is video games is next on the list? You guessed, well, you got a 1 in 3 guess, so, you know, 33.3%, not too bad. Impossible answer is... Well, 8, you managed to avoid the impossible answer, which C. Felix. Felix is part of the Blue Lions house, not the Black Eagles house. And at the end of question 12, Ape, you are the only player now in danger territory. You have to get the next 2 questions correct to advance through into the next phase. Question 13. Which participant in the Men's Rugby Six Nations Cup is the only country to also win the Rugby World Cup? Is it A, England, B, Australia, or is it C, France? The Masters need an answer. Masters? Need an answer. You sent it. Oh, you sent it early. That's what happened. You sent that one early, of course. No, it's fine. It's fine, Masters. You sent it before all the answers came up, so it reset your screen. It should appear, don't worry. Let's see what you've played. Yeah, there we go. So, majority going with A. Also, Quintuple 9 and Lingo went with B. Connor went with C. Now, considering I develop, or at least I work at a company that develops rugby games, specifically Rugby Nations and Rugby League, I should at least know the names of the teams in the Six Nations. And I, for one, know that B, Australia, is not one of the 6. I'm afraid is an impossible answer. They have won the Rugby World Cup in 91 and 99, but they're not in the Six Nations. Now, out of England and France... Oh, also Quintuple 9. Sorry, you got eliminated on that question there. England, Scotland, Ireland, France, Wales and Italy, Matt the Ref says, as well as Keshi Head. Yep, they are the ones that compete in the Six Nations. Can reveal then, the correct answer is... A, England. Well done, everyone. Points to the A's. And, just like that, 8 Minky, you're still 1 away from getting through the threshold, and there's 1 question left, so you are still in. Everyone else, you are above the threshold now. That's still in. Just keep avoiding those impossible answers. Question 14. Which of the 3 South African capital cities is the location for the Supreme Court of Appeal of South Africa? Is it A, Johannesburg, B, Cape Town, or is it C, Bloemfontein? Or Bloemfontein, maybe. Need an answer from Egg, please. Thank you. And we do have a mixture of answers. We have, of the remaining players, 3 players have gone with A. The remaining players, 4 have gone with B. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 have gone with C. So we are going to be saying goodbye to at least 3 players on this question. The correct answer, to put some people at ease, the correct answer is C. Bloemfontein. Points to the C's. Now, interesting. Will we be saying goodbye to Keshi Head, Color or Shimoko? Or are we saying goodbye to Random Zombie, Samster, Score Count, and the Masters? 8 Minky, at least you are safe. You managed to get your question right, so you are through. But for 3 people at the very least, will not be finding their way through to the end of this phase. The impossible answer is... It's A, Johannesburg. It's South Africa's largest city with more than twice the population of Cape Town, but it is not one of the nation's 3 capital cities. It is not one of the capitals, I'm afraid. Bloemfontein is the one to deal with the Supreme Court of Appeal. Unlucky there, those finding that impossible answer. At the end of that phase then, in reverse order, 8 Minky scraping through on 10. Samster and the Masters on 11. Dogfish, Random Zombie and Score Count on 12. Connor, you're on 13 with Tipster. And our top... Wow, there's still 100% record here. Egg Fried Cheese and Car 7th on 14. 10 left standing. Okay. I am going to get a bit more critical on lock-in times, so do lock in early, please, because I am going to be a bit stricter now on timing. I'm not going to let you dilly-dally on an answer. So there's your warning to be a bit more proactive with your answering. Question number 15. According to the original show's closing theme, which Powerpuff Girl is the joy and the laughter? Is it A, the one who sounds a lot like Tommy Pickles? Is it B, the one who sounds a lot like Angelica Pickles? Or is it C, the one who sounds a lot like Dill Pickles? What? Need an answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are in time. Well, I was not expecting a 1 versus 100 style question in Impossible. And as Matt the Ref says, this is a pickle of a question. It really is. So we will be saying goodbye to at least 2 people on this question. Tips and Score Count with C. Dogfish and Random Zombie went with A. Remaining players that I haven't called out went with B. Went with A. It's a Pickle Rick question. Well, no, it's not. It's not Rick and Morty. So, the correct answer is... Oh, C. The one who sounds a lot like Dill Pickles. Points to the C's. Well played there, Tipster and Score Count. The only 2 players in getting it right. The impossible answer is... It's B, the one who sounds a lot like Angelica Pickles. So this is to do with their voice artists. Angelica Pickles was voiced by Cheryl Chase, who's never voiced any of the Powerpuff Girls. Blossom was voiced by Kathy Cavadini, who wasn't included in this question. Bubbles was voiced by Tara Strong, who also voiced Dill. And Buttercup was voiced by E.G. Daly, who also voiced Tommy Pickles. And they all refer to the voice artists in the original cartoon, not the 2016 reboot. Overly complicated, yes, but still, you've got to get it right. So, we'll say goodbye to a few people there. And the scores on the board now. Ape, sitting on 10. You need to get the next 3 questions correct to get through the next threshold. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players left. And, critically, No one has a 100% record anymore. Car 7th, Egg Fried Cheese and Tipster are now tied on 14 out of the possible 15. We now go on to question number 16. What type of moustache was popularised by Charlie Chaplin, but later became associated with Adolf Hitler? Was it A, walrus, B, toothbrush, or C, soul patch? Five, 4, 3, 2. Oh, they're all in. 1. Good. And wow, look at that. Everyone that didn't answer in agreement going with a toothbrush. Well, let's go through it then. Correct answer is B, toothbrush. Well played. Anyone have any clue on the impossible answer here? Soul patch is a beard, not a moustache. Exactly what we're looking at there for the impossible answer. Yes, soul patch is indeed a beard, not a moustache. No one. First time we've heard that sound. First time that no one has gone with the impossible answer. And scores on the board there. Again, 8 Minky chasing that threshold, just 2 away and 2 questions left. Cast 7th and Egg are already 2 ahead of the threshold. Masters, Samster, you need to get 1 more right out of the next 2 questions to get through the threshold. Question 17. Which leader of the Liberal Democrats served as Deputy Prime Minister under David Cameron? Was it A, Tim Farron, B, Nick Clegg, or C, Ed Miliband? Should be a bit of an easier question for the UK lot. 5, 4, everyone is in. Cool. Seemingly everyone else is happy. Majority going with B. In fact, everyone that's still in went with B. Only differences in those that aren't in anymore. Correct answer, indeed, is Nick Clegg. Points to the Bs. And the impossible answer, it was C, Ed Miliband, because Ed Miliband's Labour, as far as I'm aware. This is not Liberal Democrats. He is indeed Labour. Tim Farron took over from Clegg of the Lib Dems. And the points to the board there. Samster now through the threshold, as is Masters. 8 Minky, you still need to get the next question right. Question number 18. Which word for a group of weasels can also be used for a group of rats, bats, or ants? Is it A, pack, B, nest, or C, colony? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you are in. And everyone, apart from score count, went with C. Score count went with A, pack. Interesting. Correct answer is C, colony. Well done, everyone with the C. Points to the C's. Has score count avoided the impossible answer, or has he just typoed and done something bad, or just, done a, whacked his head on the keyboard and given a random answer? We'll find out. The impossible answer is... he's avoided it. Nest was the impossible answer. Nest is never used to describe a collective group of weasels. So you're at least through. You are safe, score count. And 8 Minky, you are safe as well. You're through the threshold, but you're going to be ever chasing that target. Masters, Samster, you're on 14. Score count 15. Connor 16. Tipster, Car 7 and Egg on 17 points. And we go into the next phase. Question number 19. Which amusingly named pastry originated in England? Is it A, sad cakes, B, nun's farts, or C, lady lumps? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. Oh, Car, you got lucky. You got so lucky with that lock-in time, Car. C's and B's, those in the remaining players, C's and B's. Correct answer. Oh, it's A, sad cakes. Points to those that are eliminated. So we're going to be saying goodbye to a few people here. Going to be saying goodbye to 4 people on this question. Is it B or is it C? Which is the impossible answer? The crowd is indeed to be halved. The impossible answer is C, lady lumps. There are lady fingers, but no lady lumps, I'm afraid, no. And there are 2 different pastries called nun's farts, but they're developed in France and French Canada, not in England. So, unlucky. 2 of the 3 leading players there eliminated on an impossible answer. Egg fried cheese car 7th out. Let's see who's left. We have 4 players left. Ape Minky, who is trying to chase the target. Unfortunately, Ape, you are now in death territory. The only thing you can hope for now is that your other 3 competitors die before we make it to the threshold. Yeah, if they all die before we reach the threshold, then you win. Otherwise, you're out. So, Ape's fate is entirely dependent on him not giving impossible answers and everyone else giving an impossible answer in the next 2 questions. Oh, technically, no, the next question. Yes, that's true. Because even if we get to question 21, technically, Ape, you would be eliminated because you haven't made the threshold. In which case, we would have a nobody survives. Interesting situation. Alright, well, only 2 players are safe at the moment. Connor and Tipster are definitely safe in through the threshold. Samster still needs to get 2 right out of the next 2. And Ape, unfortunately, fate is sealed unless the competitors die. Question 20. Which of the 4 men's major golf tournaments is the only one always played in the same location? Is it A, the PGA Championship, B, the Players' Championship, or is it C, the Masters Tournament? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's tight. Thank you for the follow there, M. Char. Greatly appreciated. Welcome, welcome. And all the remaining players went with C, Masters Tournament. So, either they're all wrong, or all impossible, in which case nobody survives, or Ape's fate is sealed for the next question. Correct answer is... It is C, Masters Tournament, and they're all getting it right. Impossible is the Players' Championship, which is not one of the 4 majors. No one going with that answer, coincidentally. So Samster still needs 1 more right. Connor and Tipster are ahead, definitely through. And Ape, your fate is somewhat sealed at this point, I'm afraid. And question number 21. Which host of I've Got a Secret was also the creator and original host of The Tonight Show on NBC? Was it A, Gary Moore, B, Steve Allen, or C, Bud Collier? Countdown, 5, 4, 3, you're all into 1. And you've played... Oh, we've got 1 elimination at the very least. Samster with A, Connor and Ape on B, Tipster on C. We definitely have an elimination. Unfortunately, because all the other answers are also covered, Ape, you are going to be eliminated here because one of your fellow competitors is at least correct. Interesting. Correct answer is B, Steve Allen. So Connor's through. Ape will get eliminated. Has Samster gotten his well, no. Samster's going to be eliminated anyway at the end of the threshold because he's not got enough questions right. But will Tipster get eliminated on an impossible answer? Impossible answer is... He has been eliminated. C, Bud Collier is the impossible answer. He was the original host of To Tell the Truth, another of Goodson Todman's panel games, but he has never hosted I've Got a Secret. Well, by all rights then, let's go through the process. Let's show the scores as they currently stand. Only 3 players left. Samster, 8 Minky on 15, Connor on 18, And as we said, Samsung Ape not making the threshold, so I have to hit the magical button to eliminate them. That does mean, Connor, you are our lone survivor. You are our victor.
Goodbye.
That's where you all stand on the leaderboard. Well played, Connor. Tipster with the tied XP there at the end, though, but did get some impossiblesness at the end as well. So, did I intentionally avoid saying that? I don't know if I did, score count. I was just tripping over my words. I'm tripping over a lot of my words today, in fact. It's a bit weird. I'm not saying things the way I normally do so in a nice flow. Don't know. Just not in the right... Just not speaking right today for some reason. Don't know why. Rank not working. It's probably all broken. Unless I unpause it and then maybe things happen. Oh no, there we go. It might be that the XP, because XP's been such a bloody faff, I don't think it works, and they're not synced or anything. I need to get around to setting a system up for Season 5 where XP actually matters, doots actually matter, and things like that. So I need to actually sort something out. How does Tipster have 2 impossibles? That's a good question, Kanoko. He should have only had the 1 impossible count. That might be a bug somewhere then that was never really noticed. Okay, well, how about a doot shop? I mean, that'd be a thing. That could be a thing we could do. So yeah, I need to figure out actually doing XP properly and doots properly so that there's an actual thing that you can all join in on and collectively boast or something. Because that bug's been around before. Yeah, it's probably something that is a bug that I've just never addressed because we hardly play this game. And yes, this is your second opportunity to play for real now. So let me open up a new lobby. Nope. Let me press the right button first. Let's not press the start lobby button. Let's press the open lobby button. There we go. YAPB is the lobby. Need people to join the game first before we start it, Ashley. And welcome to the 65 viewers I currently have. You're more than welcome. I'll do this kind of Twitch interactive game show stuff a lot. Currently scheduled Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 PM British Summer Time to about 10 PM British Summer Time. Those are my normal streaming times. And we have a mixture of all sorts of stuff. Like, we've got Impossible. We have Winning Lines is a national lottery game that we do. There's 1 versus 100 if you're familiar from Xbox Live days. Then we do a version of that. Now with 2 rule sets as well. We do US Season 2 and we also do Netherlands version as well. Is everyone going to fit on the screen? I don't know, Egg. Maybe. Speaking of Winning Lines, that's coming up on Friday. Winning Lines on Friday. We also do Wipeout, which we did last week. That doesn't come up that often. We do Duel as well. We do Million Doot Drop, which is a variation of £1,000,000/dollar drop, or just called The Drop, however you want to call it. And various other little games we've done Only Connect in the past. And I've got things like Beat the Chasers in the works at the moment. And 15 to 1. That's also going to be coming up soon at some point as well. Nothing French yet. I'm sure I'm throwing the word yet in there. Avanti and Outro also features every now and then as well, courtesy of Score Count and Egg Fried Cheese. They'll be doing another one of that at the beginning of June. So look forward to that. And also, speaking of other stuff to plug, I should really plug this thing, shouldn't I? Considering I'm hosting half of it. So there we go. It's now official. The 12-hour Twitch game show marathon is definitely going to be a thing, which will take place starting from 12 PM midday on Saturday the 30th of May. Look at that. I know, Toad Boy. It is pretty, isn't it? I wonder who made the poster. So yeah, we're going to have me and Ben over on the Royal Flush channel. Going to be sharing hosting duties over 12 hours. Doing, well, all the game shows you see there. Million Pound Drop, Impossible, Deal No Deal, 1 vs 100, Family Fortunes, aka Family Feud, 15 to 1, Winning Lines, Countdown, Dog Eat Dog, Wipeout, Danger Zone, and Blockbusters, all in an action-packed 12-hour chunk. Plus maybe something special at midnight. I'm not going to say any more than that because it might be an incentive or something. So, secret game show! Yeah, special thing at the end. Super secret possible finale, absolutely. So, do tune in for that. Tell everyone you know in the game show community that we're doing this thing, and also make certain that they know that it's all Twitch interactive, so people can play from their own home, play from Twitch chat and everything. We want people to join in on these games. What my target is for prime time on my side of things is to get a full mob of 100. So if we can get that to happen, get a full mob of 100 players playing against a one, that would be my ultimate target for all of this. So do let everyone you know about it, and then we can make that happen. We can make 100 mob members happen on stream. I'm sure of it. I'm sure we can. And the charity we're raising money for is Help Musicians, which helps musicians of all walks of life at all levels through hardship currently, especially through these times with COVID affecting the entire gig culture. So all of the gigs being cancelled, all that. Help Musicians, help them out. So that's the charity we are raising money for over the course of the stream. So all the subs and bits you submit during that stream will put through to that, but there'll also be a donation link that you donate directly to them, and they will get 100% of everything you donate to them. No one else gets a touch of it. So that's what you got to look forward to on the 30th of May. Will these quiz shows be anything like a calzone? No, they don't really fold, I'm afraid. No, none of them really fold over, or they're, nothing's quite like a calzone there. But yeah. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff to look forward to on that stream. But hey, we've got now to look forward to. If you would like to join the game, YAPB is the room code. Gonna give you 2 minutes, about 2 minutes to get a drink or anything, because I need to get some water down my throat because it's getting a bit dry. Oh, and other things to plug as well. Ben Justice, his next sort of episode in the public's top 100 UK game shows. I think he said the video itself is going out on next Tuesday. I think that's what I remember seeing. Next Tuesday. So we'll look forward to all of that to happen. You missed the vote. Well, you just have to watch along, and I'm sure there'll be more voting along in future as well for when we get further and further and further down until we actually get to the final 100. Could the banker offer some calzones? I'm sure the banker could offer some calzones potentially. Absolutely. Watch and grumble, yes. Just hope that your favourites get through. The calzones beat all calzones. 22 sealed red pizza boxes and no questions except one. Meal or no meal? I'm sure you could get a sponsorship out of Domino's or Pizza Hut for that. Have you missed something with the calzones? That dates back to a reference from a Duel episode, Clive. It was to do with comparing what a pasty is, and someone compared them to a calzone. And ever since that point, there's now been comparisons to, is this a calzone, or this is nothing like a calzone, and nothing like a calzone. Absolutely. So that's the reference that dates back to, is that Duel episode for that. So there's lots of in references and things like that newer members of the community will not be aware of, but do share alike all of the clips and that for those things. We've got things like doing a panda over on Danger Zone. We've got doing Grunkle logic, should I say, doing an egg, which is sort of reverse Grunkle logic, or just going with a one-chip answer on completely the wrong reasons. We've got all sorts of stuff. We got Joss. Joss was the first one. That was completely accidental as well. That was a 1 versus 100 question where the entire question text was Joss. Just Joss. The answer is the Philippines, if you're interested. For what the question is, the answer to that question is, but yeah, it's supposed to be some person called Jose. I forget the surname, but it was supposed to be Jose surname. From what country? And yeah, and of course there's the Octagon. Who can forget the Octagon that appeared 3 times in one versus 100 episode? But that's only because people didn't want to keep picking the question. They all wanted to bail on the question rather than take it. So yeah, that was interesting. That one that came up 3 times in one stream. And of course, Rasputin is a mainstay of Million Duke Drop. Rasputin has appeared 4 or 5 times accidentally. All right, well that's going to be time there. So let's get this game underway, and let me press the correct button now. Let's play Impossible. I'm pretty beautiful, am I, Toshi? Oh, thank you very much for the kind praise. And wow, we've had to shrink the boxes down to fit more people, and apparently we've got a dead row down here. My maths is a bit weird from the looks of things. Why did I have this extra row here? I don't know why I had this extra row. I didn't need it. What is my maths doing? That's very weird. Okay, we've got an entire dead row for some strange reason. Math is good, absolutely. My math is not. The best way to make a story for this room code, YAPB. Oh, God. So the ghosts of Quiz Night Past. I guess it is. Okay, good luck, everyone. You are all in the first phase. You need to get 3 correct out of 5 questions. And as always, avoid the impossible answer. Everyone's social distancing. That's pretty good. That's pretty accurate, yeah. Need more social distancing in our quiz shows. Get ready, everybody. Here is question number 1. Which team captain on Have I Got News For You claims to be the most sued man in Britain? Is it A, Paul Merton, B, Ian Hislop, or C, Angus Deaton? Allow everyone a little more time on this one. I get more strict on the time as we go further into the game. Trioda, though, we do need an answer. The clicking noises are quite nice, aren't they? I prefer the bleeps from Wipeout, though, to be honest. The bleeps on Wipeout I like more than the clickies. Yours aren't being deleted, Scootdust. Yeah, not entirely certain why yours didn't get deleted, but yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe because there are just so many people answering at once there. Anyway, let's see where you have all played. Reveal your answers. We do have A's, B's, and C's across the board. So we will be seeing some eliminations on question number 1. You can always try whispering, Sweet Girls, because there is no penalty. There's no penalty for there's no advantage for locking in early, but obviously lock in and answer. But you should be able to get a confirmation of that with the click sound and your podium glowing. So yeah, answer with whispers is probably the best thing to do in that case, I guess. Correct answer is B, Ian Hislop. Points to the B's. And the impossible answer is Angus Deaton, who has hosted the show in the past. In fact, was the sort of the first main host of the show until it then became a guest version, as it were. You end up getting guest hosts all the time now. He's never appeared as a team captain, though. So, Asset and Panda eliminated on question number 1, I'm afraid. Well, you can continue playing along as an eliminated player, though, for some XP. And, yeah, Ian Hislop is of Private Eye, so, yeah, he gets a lot of flack for that being in that magazine. And that's where the points stand. Catnip, Natter, and also Good Top 9 not getting any points, but don't worry, still have 4 more questions to go through in this phase to get to a target of 3. Question 2. Which of Donald Trump's failed ventures folded in less than 3 months? Is it A, Trumpolines, B, Trump University, or C, Trump Steaks? Or egg, D, all of them. I sometimes forget he's a businessman somehow. Who's declared bankruptcy, I'm sure, but he's still weirdly a businessman. And we have B's and C's. Only Panda in the Eliminate players go with A, Trumpolines. The Great Trump Wall, Jesus Christ, yes. Correct answer is C, Trump Steaks. What? What? Why Trump Steaks? Can anyone fill me in on this one? Trump Steaks. What was specifically Trump Steaks? Because are they just like the mail order steaks? I guess. Well, there's like Blue Apron and that these days that do mail order. Well, it's not mail order, but they do like subscription order based food delivery, which kind of works, but mail order steaks, I don't know, that's a bit weird. Okay, but yes, this is like the bigliest of steaks. Clearly did not work out. It worked out for you though, getting C correct, points to the C's, and the impossible answer is A, Trumpolines. He's never sold Trumpolines, which shows a lack of business sense if there ever was one. Trump University actually... Wow, that was a thing and that launched in 2005 and disappeared in 2010 after being sued into oblivion. Jesus Christ. Well, as it currently stands, Catnip is the only player still yet to get off the mark, and that does mean you're in danger territory, Catnip. You do need to get the next 3 correctly to stay in the game. Everyone else, you got 1 or 2 right, apart from Asset and Panda, who got eliminated earlier. Let's go to question number 3. Which version of Android OS directly preceded the most recent version of Android 10? Is it A, Neapolitan, B, Pi, or C, Oreo? Need an answer from Bocky and Vray, please. Thank you very much. Let's see who you've played. We do have all 3 answers covered. A's, B's, and C's all accounted for, so we will be seeing some eliminations. Now, can I remember all of them? So there was Donut Eclair. Drawing a blank on... Oh, wow, I am drawing a blank now after that. Donut and Claire are definitely the first set. Then, I don't know what F is. Gingerbread. Then... Wow, honeycomb. Then ice cream sandwich. Jelly bean, yes. Kit Kat. What's L? Lime pie. No, that wasn't lime pie. Kit Kat. I forget what L is. There was marshmallow. Nougat was N. Oreo is O. And then it was pie. And then Android 10 is technically what Q would have been. But they've changed it all now to numbering. Lollipop! Of course it's Lollipop. That's the one. Yes, Lollipop. Oh, F is Froyo. Absolutely, M-Char. Well played. Remembering that one. Yes, F is Froyo. So yeah, L is Lollipop was the one I forgot. All the others, yes. So I called out Oreo and pie. So that does mean that the impossible answer here is A, Neapolitan. There is an as I say, there's ice cream sandwich was a thing, but Neapolitan never was. N was nougat. Unlucky. The correct answer though was B, pie. Points to all of the B's. Your first was you actually had a Froyo, did you, Panda? Wow. My first was a gingerbread, I think. Was it a gingerbread? Yeah, my first Android smartphone was a gingerbread phone. Well, points to all the bees. Catnip! You are in a cat rip situation. You can only hope that your fellow competitors all get eliminated on the next 2 questions. Alright, question number 4. Which Canadian province claims to be completely free of Norwegian rats? Weird one. Is it A, Saskatchewan, B, British Columbia, or C, Alberta? Which Canadian province claims to be completely free of Norwegian rats? No bloody clue on this one. Need an answer from Toshi, please. Thank you. And again, we have a mixture of answers, A, B, and C. So we're definitely going to be seeing some eliminations. The correct answer is C, Alberta. Points to the 16 that got C. Now let's have a look at what we've got left. We've got 1, 2, just 2 people actually that went with A. Not Jumble Numbers and Egg. Those that are still in went with A. Everyone else that is still in went with B, apart from those that have already got the C correct. Impossible answer is... It is A, Saskatchewan, which is a Canadian province. Oh, no, sorry. Spelling. Saskatchewan is a Canadian province, but Saskatchewan describes the ideal boyfriend. I didn't read it properly, I'm afraid. Saskatchewan is a Canadian province, but Saskatchewan describes the ideal boyfriend. Wow. Sneaky. Freaking sneaky. I did think the spelling was a bit weird on A, but I was like, oh, I'll let it go. I'll let it go. And we'll see how it goes. But no, in the factoid, it does tell me the correct spelling of Saskatchewan. You sneaky bugger there, Clive. Super sneaky bugger there. Let's see the scores. So that was Not Jumble Numbers and Egg get eliminated. And we look at that. So, Scooter Dust and Oshi... and Keshihead, Lupine and Brig, and Natter, and 8 Minky. You are 1 away from the target, and we are 1 away from the threshold. So you need to get your next question right. Catnip, you are sitting in a bit of a pickle. You do need to get 2 right out of the next 1 question, which is a sort of impossibility. So you will get eliminated at the end of the next question. We'll just see how many join you on that path. Question number 5. On the Abbey Road album cover, which member of the Beatles is the only one looking at his 3 bandmates? Is it A, Ron Wood, B, Ringo Starr, or is it C, George Harrison? Need an answer, please, Ray? Thank you very much. Let's see where you've played. Okay, all the remaining players went with B's and C's. Panda, are you trying to get the record for most impossible answers, potentially? I seem to recall you're getting a lot of impossible answers, potentially, and you're the only one went with A. Let's see. Impossible answer is A, Ron Wood. No, Ron Wood was part of the Rolling Stones, not the Beatles. And the correct answer is C, George Harrison. Points to the C's. Well played, Catnip. You managed to get yourself to 2. At the end of that game. Oh, wow. Keshi, Catnip, Natter, Brig, Scooter Dust, Oshi, and Ape. Unfortunately, not making it to the threshold. So, I do have to knock you out. Unlucky, failing to find the target by the end of question 5, and you are out. No 5s. That's a good point as well. No 5s, no perfect scores. And Egg is currently on... Panda is currently on 4 of the 5 impossible answers. And Egg is apparently now going to battle Panda for most impossible answers given. We shall see how that goes then. There are any players then? Let's move into phase number 2. Question number 6 is... Which country won their first World Cup final in the same year as Shakira's song Waka Waka? Is it A, Spain, B, the Netherlands, or C, Uruguay? Which country won their first World Cup final in the same year as Shakira's song Waka Waka? Need an answer from Masters and Vray, please. Masters? Need an answer. Thank you. We have A's and B's from our remaining players, and Panda, again, defying everybody else, going with C, Uruguay. Correct answer is A, Spain. Points to all of the A's. All 35 getting that one right. Has Panda made it 5 out of 6? Impossible answer is... It is C, Uruguay. Uruguay has won 2 World Cups in 1930 and in 1950. Waka Waka was released for the 2010 World Cup in South Africa. Netherlands were runner-up in 74, 78 and 2010. That's where we're all standing now. Question number 7. Which network owned by Disney aired an American adaptation of the BBC quiz show Mastermind? Was it A, ESPN, B, ABC, or C, GSN? Did they really? Did they really? I did not know this. I guess it makes sense that they would have an adaptation of this. Be interested to know a bit more about it, actually. I'm sure there'll be some information in the factoids from Clive. We do have a mixture of answers, A, B's and C's, so there will be some eliminations on this question. Correct answer is A, ESPN. Very shock answer, I think, for a lot of people in the audience there. Points to the A's. So, are you going to be saying goodbye to a lot of people here, or is the possible answer C? I mean, we'll be saying goodbye to some people, but will it be a massacre, or will it just be Spicy Clarence and M-Char? Let's find out. The impossible answer is... It is C, GSN. It's jointly owned by Sony and Warner Media, not by Disney. Oh, it's called 2 Minute Drill, and it's a sport-focused version of Mastermind, which ran for 3 seasons in the early 2000s. Well, there you go. You learn something new. And that's why I'm not familiar with it, because I don't really follow ESPN that much. So I guess that makes sense as to why I wouldn't have heard of this before. And here, also can tip a line there also say, I didn't know that either. I did not know that ESPN was owned by Disney, but I guess Disney generally owns pretty much everything these days. You just have these massive conglomerates now. There's just like, yeah, that's Disney, that's Amazon, that's Alphabet, which is the ones behind Google, and that's Microsoft, and then that's Sony, Time Warner, and yeah, good luck. Good luck to anybody else. After question number 7, Awesome Quintuple 9 and Vray and Drahuska, you are, I'm afraid, you're in death territory. We only have 3 questions left. You need to have a score of 7 by the end of this. You can't score enough. Let's see the 4s then. Shadowmain, Rubik's, Toshi, Lupine, Sean, Jack, Cetra, Cookie Monkey, Tipster, Masters, Danny Boy, Cola Cola, Lingo, Lion, Dogfish. All of you need to get the next 3 right to get through to the end of the phase. A lot of people sitting on the danger precipice, and already 3 people will be out at the end of this phase. Question number 8. Which English king attained the throne after defeating Richard III at the Battle of Bosworth Field? Was it A, Henry VIII, B, Henry IX, or C, Henry VII? Blackadder, Blackadder. Ah, but which Blackadder? Rubik's, Tipster, we need an answer. Come on, Tipster, get back from that kettle. Get back from that kettle, Tipster. Get back from that kettle, Tipster. Don't make me eliminate you. Don't make me eliminate you, Tipster. Tipster! I'm holding on for dear life because I know you mentioned kettle earlier. Come on! 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Sorry, tipster. I gave you enough time there. Do have to eliminate you. Right, so what have we got from the players? A's and C's. Only Raw Justice, Oshi, and Elias the Panda going with B, Henry the Ninth. Sorry there, tipster. Correct answer is C, Henry the Seventh. Points to the C's. And the impossible answer is B, Henry the Ninth. I've never known of a Henry the Ninth presently. Okay. Eliminate unanswered. I should also press that to get rid of tipster. There we go. And scores on the board now. Anybody in danger territory? 4 is the current score, which would be a danger score now. Yes, Bray, you are now on a danger score. Lingo Maniac, you're on a... Well, not danger, you're on a death score, should I say. You now have an unattainable score to get through to the threshold. Unlucky. Question number 9 is the following. Oh, God. In the Mega Man Battle Network series, which of Dr. Hikari's children died in infancy? Is it A, hub, B, LAN, or C, modem? Huh? Who knows this? Good luck, everybody. Good luck. Yes, Panda, but do you know what the impossible answer is? At least more of Jacob Reed's most kids, possibly. Rubik's, you need an answer. 5, 4. Thank you. Let's see where you've played. We have A's, B's, and C's all accounted for. So we are seeing some eliminations on question 9. Correct answer is A, hub. Well done to the 17 that found the correct answer there. A, hub is correct. There are, I think, 3 people still in on C, and then everybody else that I haven't called on B. The impossible answer is... It is C, modem. There is some dumb naming in the Battle Network series, like mail, but yet to encounter anyone called modem, I'm afraid. Side note, apparently this is a spoiler for the game, so sorry, I'm not going to say anymore. Hun Hikari was uploaded to be a digital entity Mega Man to keep him alive, and he was assigned to his little brother Lan. Oh, bless. Over a decade and a half on, let them be spoiled. Alright, well, there you go. Clive has spoken, you can be spoiled. At the end of question number 9. And anybody on a death score of 5? Yes, lots of people on a death score of 5. Shadowmane, Toshi, Sean, Cetra, Cookie Monkey, Masters, Danny Boy, Lion TK, Dogfish, and Ray are all on a death score. Also should mention that Lingo Manic and Drahuska are beyond the death score, so they will definitely be eliminated as well. This is a killer round, it really is. Well, you still have one more question to answer anyway, while you're still in. Question 10 is... Which kind of numerical average is the most common number found in a data set? Is it A, mean, B, meridian, or C, mode? What kind of numerical average is the most common number found in a data set? Okay, everyone that's still in has answered. And what have you played? Majority with C's. Vray went with A. And Panda and Trioda and Oshi are the eliminated players going with B, Meridian. Correct answer is C, mode. Yes, mode is just take the counts of each entry and whatever the most common is, that is the modal average. Mean is just sort of like you sum all the totals and then divide through by the number of entities, and that is your mean average. Now let's find out what the impossible answer is, which I've now just kind of spoiled. It is B, Meridian, which obviously is a misconstruing of median, which is order of the entities, and it's whatever the middle entity is, that is the median entity. Meridian is not a type of numerical average, though. Meridian is an ITV region. Indeed it is, Brig. Do ITV regions really still exist? They just seem to have just sort of disappeared. It's just like, now you are watching ITV. You kind of lost the identity now of, this was Yorkshire TV, this is Anglia, this is Granada, this is Tyne Tees, all of those. I mean, yeah, obviously there's the local news segment, which has that still. We don't have programming now from Yorkshire TV. You don't have programming from Tyne Tees production houses anymore, really, do you? It's now production of ITV under some other massive production company. So yeah, it's bring back TVS. Well, at the end of question number 10, the scores are, well, Duplis and Storm Vision. You are our lead players with a score of 9. And everybody else, let's see who's going to get eliminated here. A lot of people are going to get eliminated here. So the list goes: Shadowmane, Drahuska, Toshi, Sean, Cetra, Cookie Monkey, Masters, Danny Boy, Lingo Manic, Lion TK, Dogfish, and Vray. I'm afraid you have not made the target and you will be eliminated. Goodness me, that's a lot of people getting eliminated. 9 indeed is a crazy good score for the set of questions we've had presently. Okay, the remaining players in. Let's move on to question number 11. In which US state is Mount Rushmore located? Oh, I've been there. Is it A, North Dakota, B, West Dakota, or C, South Dakota? Need an answer from Avti, please? If you're still there, you go. Let's see where you have gone. Okay, A's and C's from the remaining players. Panda and Oshi, only one, and Egg going with B, West Dakota. I don't think I've ever heard of a West Dakota. Nah, because there isn't. West Dakota is not a US state. The correct answer, though, is C, South Dakota. Points to the C's. Well played, C's. That's where I currently stand. We need to get to a target of 10. We've got 3 more questions to go to get to that point. So we are looking at a danger score of 6, which we can't have had anyway from the previous phase. So this is a bit of a breather phase for everyone. Storm Vision and Duplis, you are already safe in this phase. Question number 12. Which Anne Bronte novel is framed as a series of letters from Gilbert Markham to his friend about meeting a mysterious young widow? Is it A, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, B, Shirley, or C, Agnes Grey? Bit of a harder question, this one. Good luck to you. Need an answer from... There we go, thank you. Let's see where you've played. So we do have the 3 answers accounted for in our remaining players, so we will be saying goodbye to someone. The correct answer is A, The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. Points to the A's, well played. And the impossible answer is... It's B, Shirley. Shirley was written by her sister Charlotte Bronte, not an Anne Bronte novel. Unlucky. Oh, you thought you were eliminated, Tipster. That's why you went to get a cuppa. Oh, okay. Well, you kind of eliminated yourself by doing that, I guess. Oh, well. Let's see the scores after question number 12. So we're looking at a danger score of... death score of 7, a danger score of 8. So, Jack, you are currently on a danger score there. You need to get the next 2 right to get through the threshold into the next phase. Question 13. In 2008, which National Football League team became the first to achieve a winless 0-16 record? Is it A, Detroit Lions, B, St. Louis Cardinals, or C, Cleveland Browns? The answer from Jack, Rubik's, Connor, and Colo. Thank you, Colo. Rubik's and Connor. Rubik's, please. 5, 4. Thank you. This is payback for all the UK-centric questions. It really is. Let's see what we've played. So, again, all 3 answers accounted for. We're definitely going to be seeing some eliminations here. 2 B's, 1, 2, 3, 4 C's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 A's. Okay, correct answer is A, Detroit Lions. Points to the A's. Well played to the 15 getting that right. Impossible answer is B, the St. Louis Cardinals. They are a Major League Baseball team. They're not a National Football League team, I'm afraid. So, all those with B getting eliminated. And we're left with this situation. Now with a death score of 8, danger score of 9. So, Avti and Samster, you are currently on a danger score. You are not eliminated yet, though. You need to get the next question right. Everybody else, you are still in. Question number 14, the last of this set, of this phase, is... Which BBC National Lottery game show was presented by Nick Knowles? Was it A, Millionaire Manor, B, Secret Fortune, or C, The Big Call? I mean, Nick Knowles has hosted a few, but we're certainly looking from these particular options, which one did he host? Shout out to Nick Knowles. Okay, everyone's in has answered. And everyone went with a B, apart from Bullsboy that went with A. Obviously, eliminate players doing their own thing. Let's see. Is B, Secret Fortune, on the list? Yes, B, Secret Fortune is indeed on the list of lottery game shows hosted by Nick Knowles. Which of these is not on the list? The impossible answer is... It is C, The Big Call. C, The Big Call is an impossible answer. It was a lottery format, but it aired uniquely on ITV. It's not a BBC show. That was on ITV, The Big Call. Yeah, I know that's Who Dares Wins, Egg. But he hosts it. He hosts many shows, Egg. Nick Knowles does. That's why I made that reference, because he hosts other shows. It wasn't an official tie-in. Ah, I see. So that's why I did that, Egg. At the end of that phase, we're going to have to say goodbye to no one. Everyone is in. The target score was 10. Avti, Samster and Bullsboy on that threshold. Clive, Connor, Score Count, Cola, and Cast 7 on 11. Toadboy and Stormvision on 12. Duplis in the lead on 13. Did Nick Knowles that answer? He also did... Yeah, there's also Perfection as well. But Perfection's not a lottery game show. Okay, we go into the next phase, and I am going to start being a bit more strict on the timing, so you will need to answer slightly more promptly than you currently are to be sure that you do answer in time. I'm not going to leave it as wide open as I did for tipsters. Question 15. Which category from the original 1981 Genus edition of Trivial Pursuit is coloured blue? Is it A, Geography, B. Entertainment, or C. Science? The tea can wait. No man waits for tea. Avt and score count. 5, 4. Thank you. Okay, A's and B's from the remaining players. Natter and Panda and Danny Boy and Toshi of the eliminated players going with C. Correct answer is A, geography. Points to the A's. And the impossible answer is indeed C. C is science is not a category in the 81 edition of Trivial Pursuit. Science and nature is one of them. But it's not blue. So anyway, not the right answer, and impossible because it's Science and Nature is the full title, not just Science. So we're currently looking at a death score of 9, which again we couldn't have from the previous phase. Question 16. Which variety of Apple iPod does not have a screen? Is it A, Nano, B, Note, C, Shuffle? Ooh. Ooh, that's a good question, that, actually. Avti, 5, 4, 3, 2, thank you. I didn't have this particular... I had the iPod Touch 3rd gen, so that one definitely had a screen. I know which answer to avoid, but I actually couldn't be certain which is the right answer here. Most players go with C, the Shuffle. We've got some B's and A's from the eliminated players. Correct answer is C, Shuffle. Points to the C's. And the impossible answer, which I can say is because I believe it's a Samsung device, is indeed the Note. Not an Apple device. So, we're now currently there. Duplis still in the lead on 15. Samster, score count, Avti, and Bullsboy, you just need one right from the next 2 questions to be through to the next phase. Everyone else that's still in, you are all through to the next phase. Keep avoiding those impossible answers, though. Question 17. Which Australian city is the 3rd most populous in the country? Is it A, Wellington, B, Brisbane, or C, Adelaide? Aussies in the house. Countdown. 5, 4, 3. Thank you, Buzzboy. And we have C's and B's from the remaining players. Correct answer is B, Brisbane. Points to the B's. And the impossible answer is A, Wellington, because... Chat, tell me, why Wellington? Why Wellington is impossible? This should be a bit of a gimme. New Zealand! People claiming New Zealand! Indeed, Wellington is New Zealand, not Australia. And so, score count, you need to get... Score count and Samster, you need to get the next question right to be through to the next phase. Question 18. Which biological species of bear can also be called a mountain bear or a jukumari? Is it A, panda, B, koala, or C, spectacled? Okay. Duplis, need an answer. 5, thank you. Not entirely certain where this C is going. Let's see where they have all played. C's and an A from Duplis. Let's see. Is spectacle correct? It is. Spectacle is indeed correct. Points to the C's. The impossible answer is... It is B, koala. Koala is etymologically a marsupial, not a bear, despite being called a koala bear. It's actually a marsupial. Whiskers, you're not a bear. Why you decided to jump up here? Why have you jumped up here, Whiskers? Meow to you too. Hey. Say hello to chat. Say hello to chat. Meow. Say hello to chat, eh? Hi. Hi. She was just stuff. Well, yeah. I mean, she does. Okay, the end of that phase. Let's see the scores. Hey, look at that. I don't have to eliminate anyone. Everyone is in. Score count: Samster barely on 13. Barely. Funny. Avti, Clive, Bullsboy on 14. Connor, Toadboy, Cola Cola, Stormvision, Car 7 15. Dupless, you're still in the lead on 16. Yeah, no. Sorry. We now go into the next phase. Question number 19. What cranial bone forms part of the orbit, which is the socket of the skull where the eye is situated? Is it A, sphenoid, B, occipital, or C, capitate? Again, be sure to lock in. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Jesus, you're playing so close to the timer there, car. A's, B's, and C's are accounted for in the current remaining players, so we'll be seeing an elimination. Correct answer is A, sphenoid. Well played to the 18 getting that right. The impossible answer is C, capitate. I'm afraid that is an impossible answer. Capitate is a carpal bone in the wrist near the connection of the radius and ulna. Is not part of the crania. Unlucky Car 70, you've been eliminated there in this phase. Currently looking for a target score of 16. Oh, Samster. Oh, Samster. You're not going to have enough rights to get to the end of question 21, so you're going to have to hope for everybody else to get eliminated on the next question. Unlucky, Samster. You are in the death zone. Bullsboy in score count, you are on the precipice there. You are in the danger zone. You need to get the next two right. Samster is currently in death zone. Question 20. On the bubble, indeed. Which Kent town can be found on the Isle of Sheppey? Is it A, Sandwich, B, Southminster, or C, Sheerness? Going all freaking up on the... what's this? Going all UK on this one. Everyone is in. Go away. Go away, you flying things. Let's see what you've played. Oh, we have all three answers accounted for again. We're definitely seeing an elimination from one or more players. The correct answer is C, Sheerness. Points to the 21, getting that correct. Are we going to be saying goodbye to Clive and Stormvision? Or are we going to be saying goodbye to Toadboy? Impossible answer is... It's B, Southminster. Toadboy. We'll say goodbye to you. Southminster's a town in Essex. It's not on the Isle of Sheppey, I'm afraid. And yes, as Drahuska is addressing, some of these are coming up as repeats, but due to the infrequency of this game and the fact that we've got more new people playing, I'm not too hard done by them being repeats because people are clearly seeing them for the first time and answering as such. Okay, and score count, Stormvision, Bullsboy, Clive. You need to get the next question right. Samster, you are well in the dead zone at the moment. Question 21. Which English language TV show stars Patricia Arquette as Alison Dubois, an assistant in police investigations? Is it A, medium, B, hard, or C, easy? I saw a lock-in from someone then. Forget who it was. Well, doesn't matter. Let's see, we've played. Okay, all the remaining players went with A, medium. Panda, the only one going B, hard. You're going in hard on this one, are you, Panda? Let's reveal the impossible answer first. Hard is indeed the impossible answer. The only hard TV show I could find evidence of is a French one, not English one. And the correct answer is A, medium. Well played to the 30, getting that one right. And at the end of that phase, I'm afraid, Samster, you're the only one failing to make the grade, and you will get eliminated. Unlucky there, Samster, just failing to chase that target at the end there. How you doing for impossible count, Oshi? We'll find out when we get to the leaderboard. Depends on whether I'm counting them correctly or not. Well, we go into the next phase, and again, I'm going to be even more strict on the time, so be careful. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 players left in play. Duplis, you are still in the lead on 19. Question 22 is this. Which of the American Triple Crown horse races takes place in Maryland? Is it A, the Belmont Stakes, B, the Preakness Stakes, or is it C, the Travers Stakes? Counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. A's and B's from the remaining players, and the impossible chasers going with C. Correct answer is B, the Preakness Stakes. Points to the B's. And are the impossible chasers getting it right? The impossible answer is indeed C, the Travers Stakes. Points, impossible points to the impossible chasers. Let's see the scores there. We need to get to a target of 19. But there's only 2 more questions left. Score count and Bulls Boy, I'm afraid you are in the death zone. You can't get to 19 in time. AvT, Colour Colour, and Storm Vision. Oh, sorry, Clive is also in that mix as well, should I say. Clive, Score Count, and Bulls Boy. You are currently in a situation where you cannot get enough. AvT, Colour Colour, and Storm Vision. You need to get the next 2 right. Connor, you're safe. Duplis, you are safe. Clive is in the top left corner. It's very easy to ignore the corners. I generally look for the general mass in the middle, and then I just ignore the corners. That's what happens. Oh, the corner of legend, absolutely. Question 23, though. Which African city is the capital of Togo? Is it A, Paramaribo? Is it B, Lomé? Or is it C, Freetown? Counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. B's and C's from the remaining players. One of the we've got Panda and Egg. The impossible chasers going with A. Correct answer is B, Lomé. Points to the B's. Well played. Impossible answer, though, is A, Paramaribo. Paramaribo is the capital of Suriname, so it's not even in Africa. Lomé was founded in the 19th century by the Use people, and Freetown is the capital of Sierra Leone. And scores at question 23. Storm Vision, Colour Colour, and AvT, you need to get the next question right. Question 19. Question 24 for the target of 19. According to the polling agency Gallup, which US president was the first to reach a 90% approval rating? Bloody hell. Is it A, George W. Bush? Is it B, George H.W. Bush? Or is it C, George H. Bush? I was wondering where this question was going. Counting down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. A's and B's from our remaining players. Egg and Panda, the impossible chasers, going with C. Correct answer is A, George W. Bush. Points to the A's. Well played. It pretty much probably would have been 9/11. I'll be able to confirm. Impossible. is C. George H. Bush. There is no president named George H. Bush. And yes, you are right. George W. Bush reached 90% approval ratings on September the 21st, 2001, just some days after the 9/11 terrorist attacks. George W.H.A.T. Bush. At the end of that phase, I'm afraid... Oh, wow. Clive, Avti, Score Count, Cola, Storm Vision, and Bullsboy failing to make the grade. Though we do have to say goodbye. It is now a duel to the finish. Connor, you're on 21. Dupliss, you're on 22. As always, you have to keep avoiding the impossible answers. Who will survive to the end? Question 25, and the next phase is... Which letter of the Greek alphabet is often used to symbolise the golden ratio? Is it A, Psi, B, Phi, or C, Pi? Okay, our two remaining competitors are locked in. Both going with B. Correct answer is B, Phi. Well played. Impossible is a Psy, which is a South Korean music artist, not to be confused with Psi PSI, which is the 23rd letter of the Greek alphabet. So they are currently on 22 and 23 each. Jesus Christ, they are both on an above target score. Well then, am I going to have to look at the game state and do some finagling on some target scores? I might have to, because we only have one more phase that's actually defined. So I may have to do that. Okay, question 26 though. In which Southeast Asian country can you find the Chocolate Hills? Is it A, the Philippines, B, Myanmar, or C, Eritrea? Where can you find the Chocolate Hills? Dupliss, we need an answer, thank you. And we have a difference of opinion. Connor on Philippines, Dupliss on Myanmar. Egg and Panda, the Impossible Hunters, going with C, Eritrea. Connor went A just because of Joss, just because of memes. Why isn't the question Joss? I don't know why the question isn't Joss Egg. Correct answer, though, is A, Philippines. Connor getting it right and levelling up the score. Impossible answer is C, Eritrea, which is located in the Horn of Africa, not in Asia. And as I said, they have tied the scores now 23 apiece. Question number 27. Which BBC game show is hosted by Rick Edwards? Is it A, Impossible, B, Pointless, or C, The Chase? You better get this right. You better get this right. You all better get this right. Even you Impossible Hunters, you better get this right. Come on, Panda, we need a lock-in, please. Let's see what you played. Alright, we got some A's from our fellow competitors. Egg and M-Char clearly going for some impossible hunting. Correct answer. Yes, it is indeed impossible. Impossible is a correct answer. It's not an impossible answer. It's an impossible correct answer. The impossible answer, though, is not impossible. It is See the Chase, which is on ITV, not a BBC game show. Alex may have stolen your phone. Ah, well, that might be a thing. So regain control of the phone. And at the end of that phase, you are tied 24 apiece. Right. So this is where we need to go serious. So I need to go and say target score of 27. The next set of questions is 3 questions. I'm adding 3 to the target from what your current score is. So you have to get all 3 right to advance through the phase. So perfection. So as Nick Knoll says, yes. We need to find a winner from this game. So this is the only way I can do it, is to force it to be perfection or nothing. Question 28. Which NBA team won the 2019 NBA Championship, earning their first championship win since they were founded in 1995? Is it A, the New Jersey Devils, B, Toronto Raptors, or C, the Washington Wizards? Need an answer, Connor. 5, there we go. Where they've played is the same answer of B, the Toronto Raptors. Correct. Connor saying not a clue. Correct answer. You've gone right. B, Toronto Raptors is correct. Impossible answer is A, New Jersey Devils, which are an NHL hockey team, not an NBA basketball team. Raptors' 2019 season was also the first time they advanced to the NBA Finals, and the Wizards, just for a reference, were founded in '61 under the name Chicago Packers and earned their first and currently only NBA championship victory in 1978. So, both players still on perfection in this phase. Question 29. Which of Jeff Tracy's sons pilots Thunderbird 1? Is it A, Gordon Tracy, B, Scott Tracy, or C, Spencer Tracy? How well do you know your Thunderbirds? Let's see where they've gone. Same answer of B, Scott Tracy. Correct answer is B, Scott Tracy. Getting it right. Well done to 21 getting it right. 5, dun, 4, dun. Yes, indeed. All that extra. The impossible answer is C, Spencer Tracy, who is an American film actor, not one of Jeff Tracy's sons. And Gordon, for your reference, piloted Thunderbird 4, not number 1. Still perfection. Question... Oh, hang on. I've done an oopsie anyway. There's 4 questions in this phase. I can't do maths! There's 4 questions in this phase. And I've given you 3 to get. It's not a perfection. It's not a perfection phase. I can't do math. Maybe I can adapt it. Can I make it target score 28? Can I change it after the fact and make it a perfection phase? Let's see. Question 28. Question 8. I can! It is now a perfection phase. On the Comedy Panel TV show, Comedy Panel show Shooting Stars, which of Vic's noises would you expect to hear if you found the mystery prize on the Dove from Above? Is it A, Uahu, B, Iranu, or C, Uvavu? Connor, I need an answer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, time. So, what have they played? The same answer of C, Uvavu. I've got to do the voice. Iranu. Uvavu. Which one is the right answer, though? Correct answer is B. Iranu. Uh-oh. 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 Big whoopsie. The impossible answer, though, is A, Oahu, Vic has never shouted that, but it does sound a bit like a Hawaiian island, doesn't it? Uvavu was Vic's response to a wrong answer. So yeah, Iranu for mystery prize, Uvavu for a wrong answer. And yeah, we're in a bit of a sticky situation here. I may have sealed your fate by changing the target. Because unfortunately, technically I would have to eliminate everyone anyway on the last question because it's the end of the phase. So, can I knock it back one down? I mean, I could knock Connor, but I'm kind of concerned about the current stream time being 10 PM. So, I mean, I could basically make it unwinnable and change the target score to be completely unwinnable, but... Everyone back in! No, we're not going everyone back in. Jesus Christ, no. Oh, God. See, all back in. No, in that... I don't play that rule. I don't play that rule from Impossible. I just say no winners this time at Takeshi's Castle. Okay, to be fair, I should have kept it 27 because that's what I set it to. So 27, I am going to revert it back. So it's still going to be possible to get through. I'm not going to be that cruel. However, here is question 31, which you do need to get right. Which of Donald Duck's nephews is normally shown wearing blue? Is it A, Huey, B, Dewey, or C, Daffy? Again, Raw Justice, I don't play that rule just because this is like Battle Royale mode, so no, I don't play that rule. Otherwise, Jesus Christ, this game's not going to end. Let's see what they've played. Both with B, Dewey. Correct answer is indeed B, Dewey. Well played. Points to the Bs. And then impossible answer to the Impossible Hunters, potentially. Yeah, Daffy is not one of Donald Duck's nephews. Louie wears green, Dewey wears blue, and Huey wears red. And there's a B. No, there's a freaking thing, a fly or something flying around in here that keeps getting in the way. It's not a B though. Okay, so now we need to continue, and I'm going to do it properly. So 32 to 34 with a target score of 30. So next 3 questions, you need to get all 3 right. Let's keep going. Question 32. Which hostess of the Generation Game married one of the hosts of the Generation Game? Was it A, Carol Smiley, B, Anthea Redfern, or C, Isla St. Clair? Connor, we need an answer. 5, 4, thank you. And... oh, here we go. Here we go. Connor with B. Dupless with C. So one of you is right. One of you is wrong. At the very least, potentially. So there's going to be a difference in points, potentially. Or a difference of impossibleness. The game either ends here, or it's kind of decided what happens on the next 2 questions. Let's do it backwards. Let's reveal the impossible answer first. It's A, Carol Smiley. She was the hostess on Wheel of Fortune on ITV. So who's right out of Connor and Dupless? The correct answer is B, Anthea Redfern. Connor takes the point. So Connor with the lead. It's not won yet, though. He technically has to get the next 2 right still to win. And of course, still have to avoid impossible answers as well. So Connor can win if he gets the next 2 right. Dupless can win if Connor gets an impossible answer on the next question and we don't make the threshold. Question 33. Which contestant on the first series of the UK series of Celebrity Big Brother won despite attempting to escape from the house and begging to be voted out? Was it A, Anthea Turner, B, Ryan Thomas, or C, Jack D? Dupless is in. Connor, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jesus Christ, you're playing hard and fast there. Both went with C, Jack D. And the correct answer is C, Jack D. Connor getting that crucial question right. The impossible answer is B, Ryan Thomas. Who indeed? I have no idea. Ryan Thomas actually won the final series on Channel 5. Didn't feature in the first one on Channel 4, though. Okay, so Connor now needs to get the next question right. Dupliss will get eliminated in one form or another on the next question, either through an impossible answer or through the threshold. Connor must still avoid the impossible answer and must still get it right. So it's not all done and dusted yet. The deciding question, question 34. Which chaser won the inaugural Edinburgh run of We Need Answers? Was it A. Mark Labette, B. Daphne Fowler, or C. Paul Sinha? Okay. I think there's an in on this question potentially. Let's see where you've played. There's a difference of opinion anyway. Dupliss on A. Mark Labette, Connor on C. Paul Sinha. Neither going with B. Daphne Fowler. Well, I think I know what the impossible answer is. It was B. Daphne Fowler, who is an egghead, not a chaser. And my thoughts is that the answer would be Paul Sinha because he is a stand-up comedian and the Edinburgh Fringe Festival generally is to do with that. But I don't know, actually. The factoid does not give me the information. So, has Connor got it right? Or are we going to be seeing a no winners this time on Takeshi's Castle? Correct answer is C. Paul Sinha. Well done, Connor. You did get that right. Let's show the scores. Let's eliminate Dupliss for failure to reach a target. And we have to say, congratulations, Connor. You are our victor. Again. Goodbye. Just look at that. And let's get up to the top of the leaderboard there and pause it. There we go. Look at that XP gain, though, from Connor. Dupliss valiantly fought, though. Second place. Colour in third. Clive on fourth. I didn't actually see how many impossibles did you get, Panda? You got 31. 31 impossibles from Panda. Oh my god. Let me just look at that again quickly. I just want to bring the scroll up quickly. See if I can quickly do that. Table, viewport, content. Move the content up, please. Move the content up. No. What? Why is that not working? Oh, it is sort of working. Oh, okay. Okay. Do that. Press that button. There we go. There's at the bottom there. Yeah, 31 impossibles. Eggy did alright, 17, and Oshi you got 11. But yeah, Panda, 31 impossible answers. That's pretty damn good. Oshi was 12, 11, 11 by only answering... Oh, that was what you were doing. God. Oh, God. Well played. Okay, well... That is the end of Impossible for this evening. I hope you had fun. It was good seeing this back again. We haven't had Impossible for a good while, so this will return at some point. In fact, it will return on the 30th of May during the 12-hour Twitch game show marathon, hosted by myself and Royal Flush. So look forward to that. I will be back on Friday with some winning lines, which is always good fun. And given the viewer count that we've had, we might just have an overflow of potential contestants for that, because we only look for 49 players for that. So there might actually be more players than 49 to pick from. Be interesting to see how my system works. Yes, as Egg says, if you are interested in writing some questions for Avanti and Outro, which is sort of an Italian-based game show, then you just need to write... I think in general, you write 4 questions within a category with like a 50-50 options, something or something. Egg would be able to give you more information, and also if you're on the Discord, there's a description of how all the questions should be formatted in that. If you're interested in writing questions for a Valentine outro, send them messages on Discord or whatever. The question website doesn't control questions for that because it's their own entity that they're running on my stream as a guest game show. So they're the one in control of their own question bank. They don't use mine. So that's and as Egg says, the weirder the category, the better as well. Let's go back to 4-2. Tomorrow, I believe Quizzy Dan is doing. Is he doing his bingo again? Is he doing his Quizzy bingo? I think he is. So if you're interested in some Quizzy bingo, that starts. I think his stream starts at 8 p.m. and the first question starts at 8:15. So if you're interested in doing some more just general knowledge quizzing with a bit of a bingo twist, then tune in for that, which I believe is on. Let me just do the thing. If you do that, click that link, give him a follow, click the bell and all that to get notified, then you'll get a notification for when he goes live. And they say that should be tomorrow. Stream starts at 8. First question down at 8:15 generally, I believe. I'll be back on Friday for Winning Lions, and then Royal Flush will be back on Saturday with some Dog Eat Dog plus what did he say he was also going to be doing? I think it was going to be I don't know actually, because he'd been talking about his Tuesday streams recently, so I'm not entirely certain what his other one. It might be the Countdown semi-final that's still yet to play. Countdown. There we go. Thank you, Ben. Hello. So yeah, it will be Countdown as well as Dog Eat Dog on his stream on Saturday. Again, 8 p.m, because that's generally all the time. Yeah, semi-final. Okay, well, I'll be around for all that. So have a good remainder of your week. Stay safe, stay hydrated, keep washing those hands and all that. And take care of yourself. And I'll see you. I'll probably be floating around in chat on Quizzy Downs tomorrow. If not, I'll be here on stream on Friday for some Winning Lines. Have fun. Catch you later. Bye.